Hello, everyone. Welcome to another show by Rich Media Live Q&A. So, well, we'll wait for some people to come on here. Let's see. If you're out there, just let me know that you're out there. Say hello. Just waiting for some people to come on board here. So there's one person here. It takes a few minutes for people to come on board. So we'll just wait a few minutes. There's a couple people on board now. Miss Rory Amador, hi, how are you doing? So what we're going to be going over today on our Q&A or live show is how to build a home theater on a budget. So you can get the best like home or entertainment experience at home when watching movies and things like that. So to have the ultimate home theater experience, it doesn't cost you a whole bunch of money. Some people think I got to get the most expensive projector, the most expensive screen. I'm here to show you that that's not true, and that you can have that theater experience in your home, and it's not as expensive as you may think. So behind me here, I have a 100-inch screen. Right now, you can't really see the picture that well because I have the lights on. But behind me is a 100-inch screen. And that cost me $42 on Amazon. And later, I'll leave some links in the show notes below to where you can get these products. I have projecting. This is considered a budget 1080p projector. This is sold for, again, it's not one of the best, but it does a pretty good job. It's sold for $250 at Walmart. And there's other projectors out there too. And oh yes, hi Josette, I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge that you were here. But there's other brands. Another good brand, especially if you're going to be doing gaming, is Vivabright. That's for $230. Oh, by the way, though, this one, the On projector, I picked it up through the Amazon, through Walmart's website for $135 because it's a refurbished unit. And this projector comes with, I believe, a remote, of course. It comes with a Roku streaming stick, and but I have plugged into it my Switch, which has NVIDIA Shield and Fire Stick. You can plug it. It has 3 HDMI inputs. One is specifically designed for the Roku stick, and then the other 2 are for whatever you want to plug into them. A laptop, Fire Stick. You can hook, if you want good sound, you can hook up your sound system via HDMI. You just take the output of your sound bar or sound system and put it into the input of the projector, and you'll still get that good sound, and and you'll have that theater experience. So I'm going to show you some clips here, but before you do, I do want to go over a little bit more of this. Again, so the total cost here is what? If we really look at that, my total cost was about $200. If you get this brand new, or the like the Vivabright or the Vankyo or these are the three halfway decent budget models. It'll cost you $300 for that home theater experience. Now, is home theater for everybody? I mean, it's a big screen. It's all depending on you. The big screen gives you that theater in a home experience. You don't have to go out. And of course, we all want to go see the new movies. But you can wait till it comes out on Blu-ray. Hook up your Blu-ray player or your 4K Blu-ray player to this. Now, this is only a 1080p projector, but it's going to show you some good quality, even with 4K movies going into it. I'm going to show you a little bit of a 4K clip. And hi, Miss Jean. Here, I'll get to some questions. Do you think refurbished units are okay? Did you have any that experiences using any? Yes, I mean, what refurbished units are is these are, there's another term for them too, open box. Best Buy uses open box, and you can sometimes it's just a lot of things that people return for whatever particular reason. A lot of times they didn't want it. And they ask you, like at Best Buy, is there anything wrong with it? If they ask you at Walmart, is there anything wrong with it? You say no. They usually rebox it, or send it back to the manufacturer for inspection, and then they get it back. And if there was something wrong with it, it's probably better than when you bought it because they've fixed that problem. Are you always going to get, are you always going to get a 100% guaranteed, no problem product refurbished? No. Are you going to get that with a new product? No. That's why they have the warranties, because they realize things may happen. Have I had any problems with refurbished units? No, I don't think so. I've just recently started buying, like, I bought a refurbished PC several years ago, and that's still working. I use it for like a backup. It was one of those returned business PCs. So that's still working pretty good. But right now I'm just using it for just a standby. But I was using it for a media server for a while. So yes, I see some more people have joined here. So what we're talking is how to get a home theater experience with, in the cheapest way, or let's not say cheap, but least expensive way possible. So what I'm going to do, if there's no more questions, I'll answer them when I see them. So we're going to go a little bit. It's going to go a little bit dark here, so you might not be able to see, me as well. But I want to show you the quality of this projector. If I can, okay, the remote's up here. So I'm going to turn off the lights. Let's see. Let me go to my. Google app here. Just give me a second. So off. Oops, just 1 second. There we go. And I have one more light to turn off, so just bear with me here. That was a studio light that I was using. So, and by the way, remember that the camera that I'm using is not going to do this much justice, but you'll be able to see at least what the quality looks like, and that you can get that home theater experience. So let me kind of tilt this a little bit so we get most of the screen. There we go. So I'm going to get out of the way here, show a couple clips, and then I'll come back. So I'm just going to show a 4K clip. The chair's in the way. Sorry about that. This is the Dream Aquarium. So as you can see, again, remember this camera that I'm using for the video cast is not the greatest for picking it up, but as you can see, it looks pretty good. You can only, when you're at a distance, this looks excellent. The picture quality it's just amazing. You can't really tell that this is, I do have to do some tweaking in the brightness and contrast and color, but it's not that bad. It's pretty good, as a matter of fact. This is the 4K stream. So let me pause it because I don't want to get any copyright strikes. But as you can see, that's a 4K. That was a 4K stream. So am I still live, guys, by the way? Because YouTube is very picky. Am I still live? But anyway, so that's a 4K stream. Let's see if we can find a movie here. Let's see. No, let's go YouTube. We'll see what's on YouTube. Okay, question, Miss Josette. Yes, you are so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because so I might ask that question periodically, because if I show content too long, YouTube doesn't like that. Because a lot of the companies are cracking down on pirated material. Oops, hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna turn away from here. Oh, see, I'm up there. How about that? So let's see. This is always a good one. I'm sorry if you don't like snakes, but this is always a good clip to show to demonstrate your home theater system. See how nice and bright that is? Again, remember this camera is not doing this justice. It is picking up it seems to be picking up the whites, but it looks good, trust me. So we'll go, hold on, we'll go forward a little bit here. Let's see. This is a good scene. See, that's pretty good. I'm looking at my monitor. But again, remember the camera catches a lot of the reflective light. So, and when you're watching And when you're watching content on a projector, especially a budget projector, although this has, I think it's 3,500 lumens, which is pretty good. Lumens is the measurement of the brightness. You want something with 2,000, I would say 2,000 lumens. But when watching a projector, you're going to want to watch with the lights out, because the light from the outside, or your home lights will reflect and cast an image on the screen, and that tends to dim it and wash the picture out. Even with your more expensive projectors, except maybe the $1,000 or $1,500 Epson 4K projectors. But you see, by looking at this, you don't need that, right? So for regular TV viewing, let's see, Miss Jean Rodriguez, would you recommend buying a refurbished item? And the problem is, like, does its manufacturer offer a good discount? Okay, with manufacturer, yes. So I would recommend it depends upon the product. Let me turn the lights back on here. Just give me a moment to find my, hold on, okay. Let me turn the lights back on. If we're gonna watch something else, then we'll turn it back off. So would I recommend? Yeah, I mean, for the most part, especially with name brand products, you can tend to get them a little bit cheaper. And the price will range. Usually, Best Buy will give you anywhere from maybe $50 to a few $100s, just depending upon how long it's been how long. Maybe it's a demo, it's been on the shelf for a while, and they've used it a lot. They might give you a pretty deep discount. With this projector, I got a pretty deep discount. This is a refurbished unit. It's normally $250. I got it for $135 through the Walmart website. Miss Jean Rodriguez, the screen looks really clear. Yeah, it does. When, again, remember, you have to turn the lights out. So, that's how you get a good, clear picture. You see, though, when the lights are turned on, how washed out it kind of looks like right now. But you saw when I had the lights out, it was like being in a theater. It's amazing what you can do on a budget. Would you agree? So remember, two projectors. This is so you get the home theater, the theater in the home experience. You don't want to use a projector. Some people do for everyday watching. This projector the lamp is supposed to last for 50,000 hours. That's probably, what, 10, 15 years, watching it for maybe 4 hours a day. Let me know, someone who's good at math. I'm not that good at math. So the projector is not something that you want to use 24 hours a day, like for watching TV. This is for watching movies in the evening, or have a family movie night. And you want a good distance between you and between the screen and the projector. because if you, let's see, Miss Rory Amador, what kind of projector will do a good job? For budget projectors, the two I highly recommend. I haven't seen them in action myself, but I've seen a lot of good YouTubers that I trust giving these good reviews. Is the Vivabright, which you can get on Amazon for $230, and then the Vankyo V600 it's the Vivabright F40. That's their latest model, and then the Vankyo V600 Performance. This one that I'm using, I would recommend it too. Although you can I would say get it refurbished, because the refurbished units are better on the projector, which you can. I mean, it's a decent projector, as you can see. It's all those projectors are not going to be the best, but they do a good job, an excellent job, as you can see, for budget projectors. Now, this is on a table projecting out to the screen. You can mount this on the ceiling. Oh, by the way, too, let me go back. But you can mount this on the ceiling. It does have that flip feature where you can flip the screen. So if you're mounting it upside down. The distance that I have here is maybe 12 feet from the screen. And I'm almost filling up the full screen. Maybe if I move it back another foot, I can fill the whole screen. But I'm filling probably 95% of the screen. So, and this is maybe, so I would say this is a 90 foot, or not 90 foot, 90-inch image. Now there are other projectors out there that are under 500. Epson has one that's 720p and for like $350, and then their 1080p is somewhere around $600, and their 4K, forget about it, don't need it. Wait till they come down in price. Wait till the 8K TVs come out, and then the 4K projectors will come down to around 500 if that's what you really want. Right now, the cheapest one is, I believe, $900. The most, and they usually average around $1,500 for 4K projectors, but you don't need it. If you want to watch 4K content, go to a good 65-inch. But I mean, even if you watch 4K content through a 1080p projector, you're going to still get that good image. So I hope I answered that question for you. But Epson does have some price around 500 if you want to spend a little bit more, get a brand name. Otherwise, Vivabright. Takes a little bit of tweaking. I'm still tweaking it, but I still got a pretty good image. And Vankyo V600 for the budget projectors. There might be some other ones out there too. So for the sound aspect of this, I'm using an LG Dolby, the last year's model, I believe, the SK9Y. It's a Dolby Atmos soundbar, so it gives you that 3D immersive surround sound effect. I've added 2 speakers in the rear. There's 2 wireless speakers in the rear. Well, somewhat wireless. Vizio makes a good soundbar. Dolby, matter of fact, Vizio just came out with, I believe, it's a 45-inch Dolby Atmos. So you have two speakers in the rear firing upwards and out towards you, and it's a 5.1.4, and it's $600, I believe. an excellent price. Vizio makes an excellent soundbar. This one I got on sale for $700 or $650 or something like that at Best Buy for an early Black Friday sale. Check out Amazon. Check out eBay. But if you're a member on eBay, you want to check out get a reputable seller, which most of them are. I'll leave some links to some reputable sellers on eBay. Amazon sells refurbished projectors. Walmart's for Walmart you have to go online to get the refurbished projectors. And for soundbars, and if you want that Dolby Atmos for the best sound for the least amount of money, LG, like I said, actually Vizio now, because most Dolby Atmos soundbars, the home theater soundbars, cost around $1,000 or more. And you may not, for your home or whatever, you may not need it. You may just like the regular front-facing soundbars. Go with LG again, Samsung, Vizio. Because you have to know, like, if you're a small room, then a projector and maybe the Dolby Atmos, or even in an apartment, it might not be good for you. So get a nice 43-inch or 65-inch TV, but don't spend a lot of money. But if you want more than 65 inches, then you go with a projector. Even if you're getting the more expensive ones, you're still saving a lot of money from buying those TVs that are 75. Because look at this. Okay, $300, including the screen and the, no, not even 200 because I got it refurbished. But for, like, say, $300, you've got a screen and you've got a projector. 100. It's about 100 inches. Okay, let's see, Miss Rory Amador. The screen and projectors that, let me see here, let me get a little closer. Okay, the screen and projectors that you recommend, are they available for, are they available as portable? Okay, to answer your first question, for example, if you need to work from home, well, okay, basically any projector. This one is called portable, although it's pretty big. I don't want to move I'll move my camera in a second, but and they call it portable. It's not that heavy. Any projector you can take with you. They do have really small projectors, but I wouldn't recommend those. The three I mentioned, yes, they're portable. Are they small? No, but they're portable. They're not that heavy. The Vankyo comes with a case so that you can move it around you can take it to, yes, work for showing slides, PowerPoint, whatever. So the text, as you can see, the text here looks pretty good. Although it does blur a little bit on the side, but for me it's not that noticeable. And I'm a home theater guru. Well, I don't know if you want to call me that, but that's my hobby. And I didn't notice it that well. So from a distance of, so yeah, the three that I mentioned, yes, you can take with you wherever you go. The Vankyo has a case, and then for the other two, if you want to, you can buy a case. But they do have lens protectors as well that you put over them. Miss Alyssa, how you doing? Nice for you to join me here. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you, for your support here. What is the maximum lumen or projector that you recommend? Maximum? I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know about maximum. I mean, if you want a good quality screen, if you want a picture in a bright room, then you would want to go with something probably around 5,000, 6,000 lumens, maybe 4,000 lumens. Then you want to go with the more expensive projectors that would cost you around $500, $600, $700, $800. But if you're using a dark room, then I wouldn't go with that much brightness. Maybe 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 lumens. This one is 3,500. And you can see that in the light, it's not that good. But when we had it in a total, well, not total, but darkness, just like a theater, that's why theaters are dark. You get a good picture at that lower lumens. I wouldn't go below 2,000. I mean, because then the quality on the screen, even in darkness, isn't going to be that great. Or you're going to have it really dark. Although LG makes a pretty good, one is like 150 lumens, but it has to be totally dark. But you don't need to go real high. If you're just going to be using it, you can turn the lights down. If you're going to be using it for a demo or for a presentation, you can dim them, and you're going to still get a fairly good quality picture with 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 lumens. The VivaBright is probably very good for that. For a little bit of light, maybe moderate light, maybe because that's 4,100 or 4,200 lumens. So I hope I answered that question. You don't want to go too high, because I say maximum 5,000 lumens. Because a lot of them will say, oh, the brighter the better. That's not necessarily true. Just like just like anything, brighter isn't always, I mean, for projectors, brighter isn't always better. Because you get too bright, it kind of will tend to not be realistic unless you want to be using it in a lit room. I hope I answered your question. I think your 4K projectors, then you might need a lot of lumens. That's probably around 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, some 7,000 or 8,000 lumens, I believe. And again, those are going to come down too, so in lumens to make it more affordable, especially when 8K TVs come out. But for me, I probably will not get a 4K projector for another few years if I do. You gotta wait for them to really come down in price. Unless there's a dramatic drop in price, like next year, then possibly. But for me, something like this is good enough for your family movie night or movie night. And to be realistic, again, if you want to go beyond you want that home theater or that theater experience in your home, then go with the screen and the projector. Especially if you want to go beyond 65 inches, then it's more practical to get a projector and a screen. So a 65-inch TV, okay, you can get them probably for around $500, your budget TVs, some of them being pretty good, like the TCL. This I'm projecting about a 90-inch image. If I move it back a little bit, I can go up to the 100. This will go up to 135 inches, I believe. It's $300. What would you pay for a TV? If you're able to get it in that size, $10,000. 75-inch TVs cost around $2,000. Miss Rory, yes, you answered my question. Thanks for this very informative session. Sure, no problem. That's what this is here for, because we want to get the best entertainment experience at home possible with the least without spending tons of money, and that's possible. They cable companies, movie companies. Now again, I'm not mocking going to the movies. I love to go to the movies with family because you want to see that. But if you know, just stay at home and have that movie night, or if you want to wait till it comes out on Blu-ray or 4K Blu-ray, that's a lot cheaper. So you could spend $30 for a 4K Blu-ray, or even cheaper. You can get them on Vudu streaming service for $19.99, $20. You can stream it. You have a family of 5. If you go to movies, what is the movie ticket now? I don't remember. You just 15. I think it's what, $10, $15. Help me out, someone, so we can do the math. Well, you can see though. So 15. So let's say 15, 30. So what would be 50, 60, almost like $60 for 4, and here you're spending, without your projector will pay for itself over time. You can't really count the movie night cost into like the projector, because that pays slowly over time. But a movie, okay, either $20 or $30, can't go wrong, right? You can buy microwave popcorn. I have a little stand that I'm using it right now for my monitor, but I have a little older TV stand that I converted into a snack area where I put popcorn and some candy snacks and drinks for when people come over or want to sneak a snack. But anyway, so yeah, see, so you can have that home experience with microwave popcorn. Some people go, I'm not going to go out, it'd be nice, but I'm not going to go way out where they have their own popcorn maker. It'd be nice if I could put like movie posters, but that's okay. My wife likes it and I like it too. We have a nice, it's a family room, nice, even though I call it my home theater or our home theater. It's got that nice family, we got family pictures around, so it's you get that family, that family feeling. So what is that saying? Happy wife means happy life. But I'm happy too. It looks nice. The way she's decorated things, it's really nice. So you can make, that's another good thing about the home theater, is you can make it your own. Okay, so you can make it your own. You can, you know, make the decorations your own. If I would probably put, maybe like in the future, put curtains to the side that you could do lots of things. You could put curtains on the side and above. This projector screen is on a tripod. You can get them, or you can mount them in the ceiling. And again, those probably cost. You don't have to get a real expensive screen either, as you can see. They have these ambient light rejection screens, which will help in the daytime. But come on, almost like probably around $1,000 for those screens. You know, don't need it. Just get what fits your budget. You know, be realistic about it. You know, and there's ways. You just turn out the lights, watch a movie, enjoy, without having to spend a ton of money. And you can, I mean, even the free apps, or you could, Netflix. You can hook up an NVIDIA Shield or a Fire Stick, or, I mean, there's ways to get the good quality sound. Like I said, I have an HDMI cable going from my soundbar all the way to the projector. You want to be careful with the distance of that, though. For 1080p projector, you want to go probably with about a 25-foot. Yeah, you can go 25, 30-foot length. For 4K, you want to go a max of 25 without getting the more expensive. That's again why I don't recommend 4K projectors, because you have to get the more expensive HDMI cables that have either a booster in them or are fiber optic. Sorry for the reflection on my face, guys, but that's the projector. So, so until they improve that. But for the 1080p, 720p projectors, yeah, 25 to 30-foot length cables are fine. Now you do notice a bit of pixelation with this, but that's only if you get real close. And this camera is pretty close, and I don't know if you noticed it, but sitting far, it looks like you're in a home theater. You're in a theater. The couch here is about maybe 10, 11 feet away, so the picture looks great. So, what time is it here? Oh, wow. Time's gone by fast, guys. We have about approximately 15 minutes left. So, let's see if I can, or let's see what YouTube has here. If I show you, I'd like to show you a movie, but let's see. I don't want to really get a copyright. I wouldn't be able to do it justice, because I'd only be able to show like probably 10 seconds. But trust me, it looks great. It looks great. Again, don't go out and spend tons of money. You know, you don't, $500 or less for your home theater experience. maybe 600 max, I would say. But you don't need to go, I mean, if you want to, fine. But, you know, you don't need to spend a ton of money to get a great home, a nice home theater experience. And again, to get, like, for example, of cable TV, you don't need to spend $170, which was my bill before. Some people are paying more than $200 to get some of the content that you want. So you get let's say you get one of the more expensive TV streaming products, like the legit one, legal ones, like YouTube TV. Okay, $50. High-speed internet, another, let's say, $50 to $75. So 100 to what, 125, and man, you got the content that you want. You get your live channels from an antenna. Your not your live channels, your locals. Sling TV starts at $25 a month. That has some good channels. AT&T Watch TV, $15 a month. Doesn't have all the channels that are out there, but it has some good channels like BBC America, which I like, but I get that free because I'm a AT&T wireless and internet. But for non-AT&T wireless customers, it's $15 a month. It has Hallmark Channel for all you ladies. Any other questions I can answer? So to get the best home theater experience, you want a good soundbar or a good sound system with, and you don't have to get, again, the most expensive ones. So you hook that up via HDMI you take the HDMI out on your soundbar, you go to the HDMI in on the projector. So, and then your device, you go to the HDMI in on your soundbar, and it'll pass through, the soundbar or receiver will receive this Dolby Digital or DTS surround audio track, and it'll pass through the video signal to the projector. So, and a lot of projectors have, I mean, not projectors, a lot of soundbars now have the 4K pass through. So, it's the same process as hooking a soundbar to your TV. You can use a long optical cable if you want to. This projector has 3 HDMI inputs. One is designed for the Roku stick that comes with it. It has, and the other 2 are for whatever you want to plug into it. It has 2 or 3 USB ports. Again, one port is designed for the power supply to the Roku, and then the other 1 or 2 are designed for whatever you want to. You can plug in a thumb drive with media on it, like a family vacation, or a movie, or you can use it to power a device that you want to plug in. But I would recommend going through the. It has an optical out, and it has an audio, or rather VGA AV out. So it's like a headphone jack going in, and it splits off into 3 RCA plugs, for yellow for audio, for video, and then the 2 white and red for audio. But to get the best picture quality, you always want to go with HDMI. Sound quality, HDMI to your soundbar or optical to your soundbar. Some projectors have ARC built in, but you're going to pay a lot for that. ARC is audio return channel, but you don't need to do that. Again, you see I got the, I get good sound quality and good picture quality. So, and projectors are, remember, projectors are, now, again, that's incorrect statement that projectors are only good for bigger rooms, like 10 feet or more, but that's not true. You can get short throw and ultra short throw projectors. Ultra short throw goes right up to the, you can have it right up to your screen, and it'll still project that big, but what? Again, you're into the $1,000 range. They use laser technology instead of like LED, like this one, or LED and LCD technology. So it doesn't really take that much energy being LED, like with the lamps. Some of the projectors have actual like halogen lamps. And that's how on some of the projectors they're able to keep the price down by using LED light technology. But you can make the adjustments. You know, you can make the adjustments on the projector to your liking. You know, on the menu. I don't have my remote here with me, but you can adjust the color, the contrast, the black levels, the brightness, the contrast, the color. The only thing that you really can't adjust is the tint, but it'll compensate on its own. Sharpness you can adjust on here if you want to. It has four settings. Standard, I forgot the other one. Then there's vivid and user. And your color, it has color temperatures like cool, medium, and warm. I think I'm using medium, and then I did some tweaking with the brightness and contrast. Or brightness and contrast. So it's just like tweaking a TV to get it to your liking. And projectors, like anything, are pretty. You might get a bad projector, like you might get a bad TV. So you just return, get another one, and you're good to go. But projectors are pretty reliable today. And if you get the LED lamps versus the regular lamps only last about 5,000 to maybe 10,000 hours maximum. The LED lamps will last 50,000 hours. Well, 20 to 50. In eco mode, this will probably last 50. So let's be realistic. In cinema or vivid, it would probably last. Oh, that's the other eco. It will probably last 30,000 hours. It's still good, right? That's still a lot of time. Okay, so people are dropping off here. So if there's no more questions, we're gonna call it a day, or call it a session, or call it whatever you want. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Just give me some time to put the links in the description below. I'll have them in there probably by tomorrow. You know, feel free to, if I didn't answer your question or you have other questions, you know, you can email me at richmedia56@gmail.com. And until next time, thank you all. You're great, and I'll see you all in the next session. I'll be having some more videos, at least one coming out this week. Media news comes out on Mondays, and I'll try to and I'll maybe do a review of this projector, a full depth review. This is kind of like a review. So thank you all. Take care, and see you next time. Or, yeah, take care now.